Have you ever noticed how so many Japanese elders live well into their 80s and 90s, still walking, gardening, even practicing martial arts with ease? What's their secret? The truth is, it's not about expensive gyms or miracle pills. The real secret lies in a handful of simple daily movements that keep their bodies strong, balanced, and independent well into old age. In this video, I'll show you 6 of those powerful movements, explain why they matter for anyone over 50, and walk you through how to do them right at home. Stick around because by the end, you'll have a simple daily routine that can help you stay active for years to come. Number 1. Shiko dachi, better known as the sumo stance. Imagine standing like a sumo wrestler, grounded, strong, and unshakable. This is Shiko dachi, the sumo stance. At first glance, it looks simple, but it's a powerful way to build strength in your thighs, hips, and lower back. As we age, our legs naturally lose muscle, and that makes it harder to climb stairs, walk long distances, or even rise from a chair. Practicing Shikodachi helps reverse that by giving you a strong foundation. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet wider than your shoulders and point your toes slightly out. Slowly bend your knees and lower your hips as if you're about to sit in a chair. Keep your back straight, chest lifted, and hold for a few seconds before coming back up. If you're just starting, even holding for 10 seconds will make your thighs burn. Why does this matter? Because falls are one of the biggest risks for people over 50. Strong legs and a steady stance are your best defense. Japanese elders use this move to stay rooted and stable in everyday life. Once you've built that grounding strength, it's time to become lighter, just like a cat. Number 2, the Nekawashi dachi or the cat stance. Have you ever watched a cat sneak across a room? It's light on its feet, calm, and perfectly balanced, always ready to jump if it needs to. That graceful movement is the inspiration for Nekawashi dachi, the cat stance. This stance helps sharpen your coordination and makes the small muscles around your ankles, knees, and hips stronger. These are the same muscles that stop you from slipping when the ground is wet or uneven. They don't get a lot of attention in normal exercise, but they are some of the most important muscles for keeping you safe. To try it, start by standing with your feet together. Take one foot and step it slightly back while keeping most of your weight on the front leg. The back foot should only touch the floor lightly with the ball of the foot, and the heel stays lifted. Then bend your front knee gently, keep your upper body tall, and hold that stance for about 10 seconds. Switch sides and repeat. When you first try it, you may notice your legs shaking a little or your balance wobbling. That's normal. Over time, your body learns to steady itself, just like a cat quietly moving across the floor. This stance matters because life is always testing our balance. It might be reaching for a high shelf in the kitchen, stepping down from a curb, or walking across grass or gravel. Every one of those moments is easier and safer when your body knows how to stay steady. That's why Japanese elders practice this daily. It's one of the reasons they remain so agile and confident on their feet, even in later years. And speaking of daily habits, the next movement focuses on something we all do every single day, sitting. Number 3, Cisa, or proper sitting posture. Believe it or not, sitting can actually be a form of exercise. It may not look like it, but the way you sit affects your whole body. Your posture can change the health of your spine, the way your stomach digests food, and even how deeply you breathe. In Japan, elders often practice Cisa, a traditional way of sitting that keeps the body tall, open, and aligned. Here's how it works. You sit down on the floor with your legs folded neatly under you, knees bent, and your back straight. Your shoulders stay relaxed and soft, while your hands rest gently on your thighs or in your lap. As you sit in this posture, allow yourself to breathe naturally and calmly. If sitting on the floor feels too hard on your knees or ankles, you can place a cushion under your hips for support. And if the floor still doesn't work for you, try sitting on the edge of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the ground. The key is to stay tall without stiffness, relaxed but not slouched. Why does this matter? Because most of us spend hours every day in chairs, often leaning forward, slumping, or letting our heads drop down to look at phones or screens. This weakens the muscles that hold us upright, strains the lower back, and squeezes the chest so we can't breathe fully. Over time, poor sitting posture builds up into stiffness, aches, and even low energy. By practicing Cisa, even for just a few minutes a day, you retrain your body to sit with dignity and ease. It teaches your muscles and spine how to support you correctly, so you feel more comfortable and less tired. Once you've learned to sit tall like this, the next natural step is to take that stillness further and calm the mind as well. That's where the practice of Zazen meditation comes in. Number 4, Zazen. This is a form of seated meditation. Picture a quiet temple in Japan where elders sit calmly on cushions with their eyes closed, breathing deeply and evenly. Zazen is more than just sitting. It's an exercise for the mind and body together. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and improves focus. When you slow down your breathing during meditation, your nervous system calms down, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your mind sharpens. To practice Zazen, sit cross-legged on the floor or on a cushion. Keep your spine tall and your shoulders relaxed. Rest your hands in your lap and gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. Then simply breathe. Notice each inhale and each exhale without forcing it. You can start with just 2 minutes and slowly increase over time. The reason this practice matters is that mental wellness is just as important as physical strength. Stress takes a heavy toll on the body, weakening the immune system and draining energy. Japanese elders use Zazen as a daily reset, a way to keep their minds sharp and their emotions steady. After quieting the mind, it's time to return to physical strength with a stance that will challenge your legs in a whole new way. The horse stance. Number 5, Kibadachi, also known as the horse stance. Imagine riding an invisible horse with your legs spread wide and your knees bent. At first glance, it may look simple, almost too simple. But once you try it, you'll quickly feel the challenge. Your thighs start to warm up, your hips engage, and after just a short hold, you realize this is a serious workout for the lower body. The horse stance is more than just a strength exercise. It's about building stamina. It pushes your legs to work harder for longer, which means better blood flow, stronger muscles, and a body that doesn't tire as quickly. For people over 50, this is especially powerful because it helps fight off weakness in the legs and keeps your joints moving smoothly. Here's how you can do it. Stand with your feet wider than your shoulders and point them straight ahead. Slowly bend your knees and lower your hips as though you're actually riding a horse. Keep your back upright, chest lifted, and eyes forward. Hold this position for as long as you can before standing back up. At the beginning, even holding for 20 seconds might feel like forever. That's normal. Over time, your body will adjust, and you'll notice you can hold the stance for longer without shaking. Why does this matter? Because leg endurance is what helps you move through daily life with ease. Carrying a bag of groceries, climbing a set of stairs, standing in line at the store, all of these tasks depend on strong legs that don't give out quickly. Japanese elders know that by practicing the horse stance, they're training their bodies for independence, so they can keep doing the things they love without needing help. And once you've tested your strength in the horse stance, it's time for the final challenge. A movement that looks simple, but will truly test your willpower. Sitting in an invisible chair. The number 6 and final movement is the wall squat, also known as the invisible chair. This one is straightforward, but don't underestimate it. Imagine leaning your back against a wall and slowly sliding down until your knees are bent at a perfect right angle. It feels just like sitting in a chair, except there's no chair holding you up, only your own strength. This position works some of the most important muscles in your body. Your thighs, glutes, and core are all firing at the same time. These are the muscles that help you do everyday things like getting out of bed, picking something up from the floor, or carrying a heavy bag of groceries. The wall squat is like giving them a safe but powerful workout without needing weights or machines. Here's how to do it. Stand with your back flat against a wall and step your feet forward just a little. Then slowly slide down the wall until your knees are bent at 90 degrees, as if you're sitting in an invisible chair. Keep your back pressed firmly against the wall and hold the position. At first, aim for 10 to 15 seconds. As you get stronger, try 30 seconds, then a full minute. The progress might feel small, but it builds up quickly. Why is this so important? Because one of the hardest things we face as we get older is simply standing up and sitting down. Tasks that seem basic, getting out of a chair, lowering onto the couch, or using the toilet, become tough when the leg muscles aren't strong enough. By practicing the invisible chair regularly, Japanese elders train their bodies to stay powerful and independent. They don't just build strength, they build confidence that they can handle daily life without help. That's what makes this final movement such a valuable tool for healthy aging. Now that you know all 6 movements, you can turn them into a quick daily routine. These moves are simple, free, and can be done anywhere. They build strength, balance, and peace of mind. The very reason Japanese elders stay active for so long. If you're over 50, give them a try. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. Which one will you try first? Tell me in the comments, and if this video helped you, tap like, subscribe for more tips, and share it with someone who could use extra balance and strength. Stay strong, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next video.